I don't have a family here in Oregon. I just came by myself because I came to study to become a priest. And the connection with Oregon is because Mount Angel has a priory, a monastery, a foundation in Cuernavaca, which I am from. The first thing that I remember when I came to Oregon was going from the airport to Mount Angel and seeing Mount Hood. I mean, that was amazing. That was like, you know, blue skies, everything is green and beautiful.
It was at night, so we arrived in Portland, drove to Corvallis, and when I was entering Corvallis, I thought, who in the world lives here? It was a quiet, dark town, raining, and coming from Oaxaca, which is very dry, almost no rain, I thought this is really El Diluvio. It was really, for me, it was an eye-opening, and I thought, oh, well, this is a very different place than my hometown. I did notice that not many Latinos were living in Oregon, and I always wondered, this is a very white place. And that's the story.
I think a lot of the leadership skills that I have learned is probably from growing up in such racist communities. One of my influences was my mom. My mom was a very proud woman, and she wanted me to embrace both cultures. So it was Native and Hispanic. And as you know, growing up in racist communities where there was dominant white people, also in Native communities, they're very racist against half-breeds, is what they used to call me. So it was, I got it from all three sides. So it just made me a stronger person to look for change.
The Latinos, the Chicanos, the indigenous communities that have arrived in Oregon, that have been the pioneers, that have established places like El Colegio Cesar Chavez, like Pecún, Causa, Adelante Mujeres, the Cultural Center, Osimo, right? But also their responsibilities and the hard work that they had to endure and face to get those infrastructures for the future generations, right? People that came out of the Colegio Cesar Chavez that established the Cesar Chavez Leadership Conference, right, where I attended and I got a scholarship as part of that, right? People that established educational opportunities for the future generations to go through. Those are the people that inspire me. And the everyday moms and dads that have to go to 2, 3 jobs so they can help their kids to go to school and finding a new way to break that culture of poverty, that culture of the labor. A lot of the activists, a lot of the leaders that have created that infrastructure for future generations, that sort of has been my inspiration.
I think I've learned a lot from my family and my parents, a lot of values and experiences that reflect our cultural values as well. So I think about things like hard work. I was always sort of given the message, or I learned through example, that you have to work hard and earn what it is. Nobody's going to hand you anything. And so if you see something that you need to do or accomplish or change, then you work for it and you earn it. I also learned loyalty and solidarity.
Growing up with my grandparents really shaped a lot of how I think of leadership and what I think about when I think of a leader. And both of my grandparents are kind of timid and shy, but have both in different ways sacrificed a lot for their families and do things in very quiet ways that go a long way. And that, I think that's really affected both what I strive for and kind of how I see leadership. after my dad passed away, the way my grandpa would just like sneak in $5 every week for me to be able to buy myself lunch, or and those kinds of little things that were making a huge difference for me, because like I did really need those $5, but like it wasn't a big show about it. It wasn't like, and it wasn't like there was anything that came attached with it. It was just, I'm taking care of you. I know this is what you need right now, and we were never a family that experienced or that expressed feelings a lot. But those silent ways of showing that we cared for each other and that we were there for each other really, and what that means for how I think of leadership, I think had a striking effect.
UNIDOS has definitely been a unique experience in that you make some very honest, intentional, deep friendships. And I'll always remember from the first day I walked into the room and I met everybody and I thought, what the heck did I sign up for? Like, there's no way I fit into this group. Like, some of these people are just amazing leaders already, and I know who they are, and what am I going to be able to bring to this? But thanks to our lovely Nancy Luna, who like just broke us all down and put us all on the same level, and we got to build each other to where we are today. And I'm basically taking away a new extended family. Yeah.
Well, I have taken away a lot from UNIDOS. I feel that UNIDOS have impacted my life tremendously. It really have been a life-changing experience for me. I learned things, but not only did I learned things, and that's good, but I experienced changes in myself going through this program that I'm very appreciative of. And those are things that are gonna continue to create an impact in the choices that I make and how I conduct my life in the future. It's been definitely a life-changing experience.